Hello everyone. Before we get started with this vlog, I felt like I needed to come in here and explain a few things. So what you're about to watch was filmed as 3 separate reading vlogs. However, I was not very good at keeping up with any of these reading vlogs. I kept forgetting to update them. I kept forgetting to end the vlogs, and I feel like none of them could really work as their own vlog, so I decided to just combine them into a long fall cozy, hopefully, reading vlog. So I've had to edit them together, and I've tried to edit it in a way that makes it cohesive, but there's some parts that may be a little bit confusing because I reference last week's vlog, but it will still be the same vlog. Or I had plans to do a sort of readathon in October using Sid from Sid Bookworm. She made this like spinner wheel for her Patreon. I was gonna do that for all of October and then ended up only spinning once. So I do talk about that, but then I never talk about it again. There was just a lot of like change of plans, a lot of just October is a very difficult month for me personally, so I was just struggling with trying to keep up with these vlogs and updating them and everything. So the editing might be a little weird at times. I might repeat myself. I might say things that don't really make sense. So I figured I needed to come in and explain that before we start the vlog. But I hope you guys still enjoy it. So without further ado, let's just get into the vlog. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Darian and welcome to the last weekly vlog for the Magical Readathon. So it's our last week of September. It is Wednesday the 24th and the month ends next Tuesday. So I have 6 days left and still quite a few prompts to fulfill. I am almost done listening to my audiobook. Here, let me check. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 prompts to complete. I don't think that'll happen before the month ends, but I'll still complete it so that I can graduate and become a moon warden. But I'm currently reading With a Vengeance by Riley Sager, which is for astronomy for the Q. The prompt is a genre you don't read often. I don't read too many murder mysteries, so I'm using it for that prompt. I listened to it a lot today because I took the bus to and from work. So I am now 73% of the way through. So I'm getting near the end. Am I liking it? I guess. Like I said, I don't read a lot of murder mysteries, so I feel like, and I know a lot of people didn't really like this one, but I have a feeling there's things happening that like have been done before a million times, but I'm none the wiser. So I'm just like I'm not having a bad time. I'm not having a great time. Right now it's sitting at like a 3.5, I guess, maybe 3.25. I don't know. I'm interested to see who's behind everything. If you don't know, this is like a isolated murder mystery that takes place on a train. So obviously inspired by Murder on the Orient Express, which I have never read or watched, so I don't know. All I know, the only similarities I know is that they're on a train. So that one's going fine, but I did start a new book last night because I finally finished Binding 13, as you would have seen in last week's vlog. But last night I realized I needed to start this book because I have a book club with a few of my friends, and this month was my pick. So I picked this book and I kept forgetting that I had to read it. So I figured I should read it next. But that book is Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reed. I am so excited to finally get to this book. I bought it definitely a year or two ago. I think it came out in 2022, and I love Ava Reed's writing. I mean, I've only read 2 of their books, but Study in Drowning, one of my favorite books, and A Wolf and the Woodsman, which wasn't my favorite, but like I love Ava Reed's writing so much that even though I didn't love the plot of that book, I still love the writing. And I mean, I'm only 1 chapter in, so I'm on page 19, but I need to show you. Look how well, are you gonna be able to see with this lighting? Look how well my bookmark goes with it. Can you see that? This bookmark is from my friend Nicole, so thank you, Nicole. But like, it just goes so perfectly. I'm so happy. So all I really know about this book is that it is a horror, a gothic horror retelling of the Juniper Tree. in which a young witch seeks to discover her identity and escape the domination of her ruthless wizard father. Wow. Ruthless wizard. That's a hard thing to say. So yeah, I don't know, like, all they did in the first chapter was she went to go to a ballet with her sisters. That's all I can really tell. And I know there's a curse on her family, on her sisters. But yeah, I'm very excited to get into this because, like, just by the first chapter, I'm like in love with the writing of this book. So we'll see. It also felt like a very fall read, so I'm happy to be reading that. But yeah, aside from that, it is Wednesday. I did work today, and this is actually gonna be a pretty busy next few days because I work tomorrow, and then I also work Friday, which normally I don't work Fridays, but I took a replacement shift. So I worked Friday. Friday night, I'm going to a friend's engagement party. Then I have Saturday off, but Saturday night I'm going to a concert. And then Sunday I work again. So I'm gonna be very busy. I'm a little nervous because I get tired very easily, so, but it should be fun. Hopefully it's fun. I mean, work won't be that fun, but it should be fun. So yes, I just wanted to intro the vlog. I'm gonna go now and eat dinner and hang out with Sean and hopefully read some of this. And I'm not doing any sort of challenge this week. My goal is to just read as much as I can. We're not doing another challenge this week because that did not go well last week. But yeah, hope you enjoy the vlog. Birthday boy. Birthday boy, birthday boy, birthday boy. Some catching up to do. It is Monday today. I think I updated or I even started this vlog. It was either last Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I just had a really busy few days, which I think I talked about in the last update. But essentially, I mean, last week I worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Did I have something during the day? Oh yeah, I also took an extra shift on Friday, so I worked all day Friday, and then that night I went to my friend's engagement party, which was really fun, but like I very rarely go out. So we got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning, which is way past my bedtime. So it was really fun and I'm glad I did it, but like, oh my God, I was tired. Then Saturday, at least I had the day to rest. But then Saturday night I had a concert. I went to see Lorde, which was amazing. Like, definitely don't regret going to either of these things, but like for someone who spends most of my evenings just home, like lying in bed doing my hobbies and stuff, going out 2 nights in a row, getting home past midnight 2 nights in a row, it was a lot. And then yesterday I had work at 9, so I was very tired yesterday. And then I just didn't sleep great last night, which was upsetting because I thought I would like zonk out, but I wasn't feeling great last night. So it's probably just because of how tired I am and my body's just not used to like doing things, you know? Anyways, so here we are, Monday. Today is the day I work late. So yeah, I have to leave in like 15 minutes for work, but I figured I should update. So I have some reading updates. I did end up finishing With a Vengeance the other day. I think I finished it on Saturday and it was good. It was very like, I never know how to rate mystery thrillers because, like I've mentioned, I don't read a lot of mystery thrillers, so like this seemed fine to me, but I've seen a lot of people who read a lot of mystery thrillers didn't like this book. I thought it was fine. I was intrigued the whole time, but I wouldn't say like the ending, the reveals at the end, like nothing really shocked me. I was just like, oh, okay. But like, you know, it was, I'm not upset I read it. I'm glad I read it. I think I gave it a 3.5 because I was interested enough, you know. I don't know. It's only my second Riley Sager book and I definitely like this one more than Home Before Dark. I really did not like that book. So yeah, so I did like that. And then I have been reading Juniper and Thorn, but this one has been going slowly. I just haven't been in a very like physical reading mood. I mean, also like I've been so busy, and then when I'm not busy, I'm just really tired. So I'm only on page 66, so not very far, but I'm still very intrigued. I mean, like I said, Ava Reed's writing Ava Reed's writing is just beautiful, very lyrical, very atmospheric. This is like the perfect book to read in the fall. So I'm excited to continue it and see what happens. Did I explain what this was about? All I really know so far is that you're following these three sisters. The main character is the youngest sister. Her name's Marlin Chen, and there is a curse that was put on her father that basically meant like he would never feel full, he would never feel rested, and he would never be satisfied with like anything his daughters did. So he would always feel like kind of his daughters were not doing enough or something like that. He would always feel disappointed by his daughters, basically. Like that's the curse. So the curse isn't necessarily on the sisters, but it definitely affects them. These three sisters are also witches and they each have a different power. Marlin Chen, do I remember? Her power is kind of like, okay, yeah, so she could like, if she touches someone, she could kind of like find out their secrets. She ended up meeting this boy who is a ballet dancer, but he came to get like a remedy at their house, and this upset their father because he was like, a boy. How dare. So now basically she's just trying to find, this is all in the first 60 pages, but now she's just trying to find a way to like have some freedom and leave her house because she feels very suffocated and she wants to see the world. She wants to find this boy again, and you know, I mean, I guess he's a man. But anyways, so yeah, so that's really the only reading updates I have, unfortunately. I've been so busy and tired. I will be so happy tomorrow when I have a day off and like I have nothing, absolutely nothing to do. And I mean, like I said, like the engagement party was really fun. The concert was like amazing. I love Lorde so much. She's so good live. I definitely don't regret going to those things, but it's it's definitely hard for me to not only go out once, but 2 nights in a row and get home past midnight and then work. I'm just feeling a little burnt out a little bit. So I do work today, unfortunately, but tomorrow I have the day off. And then Wednesday, Thursday should be like pretty chill days at work. And then Friday's Taylor Swift. Anyways, tomorrow is the last day of the month. So I guess I'll end the vlog tomorrow. Am I gonna finish another book? I feel like I've barely read in September, which is unfortunate because of the magical readathon and everything. I think there's 2 prompts that I just like have not gotten to at all, so that's unfortunate. I will fulfill them at some point, but anyway, all that to say is I feel like I kind of failed this month, but it's just been a busy time. I don't know. And I don't know, October I think I'll still do some weekly vlogs if you guys want. Let me know if you guys want that. I'm very behind on editing my videos right now. I still have to edit last week's vlog, which was the Candy Crush video that kind of failed, but I keep telling myself I'll edit it tomorrow, but I might just take tomorrow like completely off and just rot. I think I need a rot day really bad. Anyways, now I'm just yammering on. So I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna hopefully read some of this on my dinner break, and then we'll come back tomorrow and end the vlog. Do I think I can finish this tomorrow? Probably not. Let's be real. I mean, it is only it is only 300 pages, but also like I want to take my time with this book. I don't want to rush it. Like Ava Reed's writing, I find I want to like savor it, you know? Anyways, whatever. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna go to work, have a good day, okay? I'm telling myself I'm gonna have a good day, and then we'll come back tomorrow. So today is October 1st, and I was trying to decide whether I wanted to do weekly vlogs in October. So I was like, do I just do a regular reading vlogs? So if you saw my vlogs from last month, I am still reading Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reed. I am reading this so slowly, which it's like one of those books where I'm not always rushing to pick it up, but when I am reading it, I'm really enjoying it. I love Ava Reed's writing so much. It is so lyrical and atmospheric, and this is the perfect book to read in the fall. So this is like a horror some might say. I know it is a retelling of the Juniper Tree, which I don't really know that story very well, but you're following Marlin Chen, who is a witch. She lives with her two sisters and their father, and her father had a spell, a curse cast on him several years ago, I think. And essentially this curse made him into a very not nice person. He was essentially cursed to feel like unsatisfied for the rest of his life. So he would never feel full enough, he would never feel rested enough, and he would never feel love enough for his daughters, so he doesn't treat them very well. And Marlin Chen is the youngest of the three sisters, and she has kind of dreamed of leaving her house, which she's never really been able to do until she meets this ballet dancer who is very handsome, makes her feel some things, and I have a feeling she's gonna risk leaving the house and upsetting her father to try to be with this boy, and it should be interesting. That's all I really know so far. I'm on page 98, so almost 100, and this isn't a very long book, but I've been reading it for over a week, which is kind of crazy. So I've decided, by the way, that October is gonna be my reading month, okay? Because in September I only finished 4 books. I don't want to talk about it. September was not a great reading month for me. The highest rating I had in September was 3.75 stars. I don't want to talk about it. So October is one of my favorite times of the year to read. I like reading all the fall vibe, atmospheric, slightly spooky. I'm not a big like horror person, and especially in October, for those of you who know me, you know October's a bit of a tough month for me, and especially with Halloween coming up, like a lot of the Halloween imagery tends to trigger me a little bit. So I like a little bit of spooky, but not too much, not too much. So I know this is horror, but so far it hasn't been too bad. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So I'm reading this, and then I did my first spin of the trick or treat wheel last night because I needed a new audiobook to start today. So I'll put the screen recording here because I did this last night, and I landed on treat, and then the prompt I got was something along the lines of like a spooky, what was it? Spooky time, spooky season read, something that felt like spooky season. It was something like that, which is a pretty broad prompt. So I was looking through Libro FM to see what I felt like, and I found a book I've been meaning to read since it came out, I think 2 years ago, and that is The Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Cañas. And I haven't read anything by her. This is also horror, but I feel like her books, I've heard from a lot of people that they're very atmospheric, and especially this book, that there's a lot of yearning and that the romance is really good. So I'm very excited. I listened to it a bit on my way to work today. I didn't get very far. I think I got like 18%, so I don't know too much, but all I know is that you're following Nestor and Nena, who were like childhood best friends. They also were a little bit in love with each other, but neither of them ever told the other one. And then Nena is attacked by what I assume would be a vampire, and so Nestor thinks that she died, so he leaves because he cannot deal. He like flees their city, town, flees where they live because he cannot deal with the grief. He can't be around where he spent his life with her because it's too much. But it turns out she survived, and she thinks that Nestor abandoned her. So we got some angst going on, and I believe in the synopsis it says that they reunite because there are vampires, and I believe the vampires represent, because this takes place in Mexico, and I believe the vampires represent Americans from Texas trying to steal their land in Mexico. So very interesting premise, and I'm already loving the writing and the atmosphere as I thought I would. So I'm very excited about this. It feels like the perfect fall read. I'm really glad I chose it. So yeah, that's what we're reading. And like I said, in October, we're gonna read a lot. I've decided. I've simply decided, and you can't stop me. So this week will be very exciting because today's Wednesday. On Friday, Taylor Swift's new album comes out. So of course I will have to react to it and everything. Sorry if you don't care about Taylor Swift, but I can't believe we're getting new Taylor Swift music this week. Like, what do you mean? But yeah, so that'll be very exciting. But yeah, now I'm gonna go eat some pizza and probably watch Love is Blind because the new season came out today. Well, the first few episodes came out. So I'm very excited because that's my like ultimate guilty pleasure show. And let's have a spooky, cozy time.
Now I'm so fine. You look at me when I say I'm not emotional. I haven't cried for days. I run in pains. Yeah, I'm so fine. Do you see me through? I tell my mind you don't want the truth. I don't get triggered by things. Next day I can't stop spiraling. Messing my head so bad, but I'm fine. I'm so fine, really. Tell me how to live and let it go. How the hell am I supposed to know? Messing my head, but baby, I'm fine. I'm so fine. Wanna get close, but you go to sleep. So I go back out and turn the keys silently. I'm craving company. If someone else would hear, call for emergency. Who can waste my time? I don't get triggered by it. Next day I can't stop spiraling. Messing my head so bad, but I'm fine. I'm so fine, really.
Saturday today. We have a few things to catch up on. I mean, the main point, the main point of this update is, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Miss Taylor Swift released The Life of a Showgirl. I did film my reaction. There's been a lot of talk about this album, and I mean, I don't want to talk about it too much because like I feel like some people just take this so seriously. Like, you have the one side of the people who love the album who are like, if you don't like it, you don't get it, and if you don't like this album, you're not a real Swiftie or whatever. Like, there's those people, and then there's the people who hate it and are like, see, I never thought she was good anyway, I've been right all along that she was never good, and you guys are crazy, I can't believe you like there's those two sides, and I just don't think it's that serious. I think whether you like the album or not, like, I don't know, it's just an album. Like, I don't know why some people are taking it like so seriously. If you want to know my thoughts, I really like the album. It's definitely grown on me since I listened to it Thursday night, or I guess Friday, very early in the morning. After my first listen, I think I was a little disappointed in it, and I'm still feeling a little disappointed in it just because it's not like, I always, when I listen to a new Taylor Swift album, like, if you don't know, if this is your first video you're seeing of me, you don't know who I am, Taylor Swift, love her so much. I've been a fan since I was 10 years old, since Fearless came out. So I've been with her for a long time. I've been a fan for a long time. I've been to 4 of her concerts, I think 4. Like, she's definitely one of those artists that like, I can't be normal about her. Like, like, yes, I can think critically, but I think I'll just always love her. And so many of her songs were like so vital to me growing up, and I have so much nostalgia for her older music. And also, like, Folklore is a really special album for me. It came out the day that I was dumped a few years ago, so I like kind of latched onto that album as I was going through that breakup. Like, there's so many points in time where Taylor Swift's music has been there and has been important for me, so that's kind of where I'm coming from. So like, I don't think there could ever be a Taylor Swift album that I don't like, and yes, that's me being biased, but she's like the one artist that I'm biased about. I don't know what to tell you. I was, and still am, kind of disappointed in this album just because I hope every new Taylor Swift album is going to be like a new all-time favorite. I don't know where I would rank this right now. It honestly might be, but it's so hard because I like all her albums, but it's definitely like in the bottom 5, but I still enjoy it. Some of the songs I didn't love at first, and then they started really growing on me. My favorites, my top 3 are, in no particular order, Fate of Ophelia, Opalite, and Cancelled. Those are just so much fun. I love those songs. And also yesterday we went to the like release party thing that she did in theaters, where like she premiered the Ophelia music video and then had the lyric videos for each song, and there was like a little clip of her explaining each song, and seeing her explain each song definitely made me like some of the songs more. Like, Eldest Daughter was definitely not my favorite at first. I definitely found the lyrics a little bit cringy, but then after seeing her talk about it, I feel like I understand it more. It's still not my favorite song or anything, and I definitely understand the criticisms. The lyrics are still kind of cringy, but I definitely like it more now that I've heard her talk about it. Also, the music video for Fate of Ophelia, so good. It was so good. It is one of my favorite music videos she's done in a long time. I'm trying to think of the last one that I thought was this good. Like, this one was really good. I really liked it. So I've just been having a fun time listening to the album. I'm trying not to let all the criticisms get to me, because I think all the criticisms are valid, and like, there's definitely some parts of the album that I don't like as much, all the like millennial speak and whatnot, but I think it's a fun album, and I feel grateful that we have new Taylor music to listen to, and I just don't think it's that serious. Is all I want to say. Like, if you love the album, then that's great. If you hate the album, I feel bad, especially if you love Taylor Swift but didn't like the album, then like, obviously that's really sad. And it's not my favorite album, and I'm sad that I don't love it more, but like, I don't think I would say I love this album, but I'm just happy that we have new Taylor Swift music, and that's what I'm gonna focus on. So anyways, those are my thoughts on Life of a Showgirl. But in terms of reading, I really have not read very much yesterday. Well, here's what happened. I didn't read much Friday because I knew if I read while I was trying to stay up till midnight, I would have fallen asleep. And then because, I mean, I stayed up till midnight to listen to the album, but I didn't end up going to bed until like 2 because I listened to it I think twice before I went to sleep. And then of course I had to go see people's thoughts on Instagram and stuff like that. So yesterday was like a very weird day because I woke up really late, but I was still feeling really tired. And then we went to the movie, and then I had a migraine last night. So I read I think like 2 pages yesterday. I didn't read much at all. I'm not that much further into Juniper and Thorn. I'm still enjoying it. Like I said, it's one of those books where like when I'm not reading it, it's not like I'm itching to pick it up, but when I am reading it, I'm like in the story. I want to see what happens. So hopefully I can read some of that today. I also listened to a little bit more of Vampires of El Norte this morning because I was taking the bus to my eyebrow appointment. And that one, like, I think I'm gonna really like it. I love the angst and I love the yearning between Nestor and Nena. I mean, Nena does not really like Nestor at the moment because she thinks he abandoned her for 9 years, but he thinks that she was dead. So that's fun. But yeah, those are really my only reading updates. And yeah, today is Saturday. I've been trying to edit. It's not even last week's vlog. It's from 2 weeks ago, the Candy Crush vlog. I'm very behind on editing, but I'm trying to edit that. I don't know when I'll be done because that one is kind of an undertaking because there's so many like screen recordings and stuff to include. So I'm trying to edit that, but I'm busy tonight because tonight is Sean's birthday party. He's doing a little get together at his house, so I'm gonna help him set up for that, and then obviously I will be at the party. So that'll be fun, but probably not a lot of reading time. So until then, I'm just gonna keep editing as much as I can. What time is it? Oh, he's probably coming kind of soon. Whatever, we'll see what we can get done. I am currently also watching Kayla just posted a reaction video to Life of a Showgirl for her channel members. It is so funny. Her faces, her reactions, oh my god, I'm cracking up. I love it. I feel like, yeah, I love it so much. So I'm gonna keep watching that until I have to leave and see if I can get some more editing done. But I'm sorry I don't have many reading updates, but I feel like it was important to talk about the album and everything. So I'm gonna go do that. Gonna go to the party. I have work tomorrow, unfortunately, but hopefully we can kind of get back into our reading vibes. Hello everyone. So it is Wednesday today, which means I do need to end this vlog. I feel like I haven't really filmed much the past few days. I've just been so I've been so tired. I've been such a social butterfly these past couple of weeks. I think the last time I updated was Saturday, which was the day of Sean's party, which went really well. It was a lot of fun. And then I was exhausted at work on Sunday because I was up pretty late. And then I worked Monday, and yesterday I had off, but I was so tired. I feel like I barely did anything yesterday. So I do have reading updates, just not for the books that we've been talking about. So I have read a little bit more of Juniper and Thorn. I'm reading this so slowly and it's so annoying because I am enjoying it. But yeah, it's just reading very slowly. I don't know. I'm on page 176. So I'm like that's generous. I was gonna say 2/3 of the way through, but I feel like we're not quite there yet. So I will be finishing that soon. And then I have also listened to a little bit more of Vampires of El Norte. I am 52% of the way through that. So I made some decent progress in that this week, and I'm still really enjoying it. I love the atmosphere in this book, and I love Isabel Cañas's writing, and I love the yearning specifically for like Nestor towards Nena. The yearning, it's so good. So if you like, honestly, I haven't found it too scary for a baby like me yet. There's definitely been a few parts where I'm like, ugh, but it hasn't been too scary. I mean, there's still time, but I'm really enjoying it. So I'm excited to continue those next week and definitely finish them. But I actually have in the past few days finished 2 other books that we just have not spoken about. So that first book, which I needed to explain a little bit, but the book I finished, I think it was Monday. Yes, Monday I finished reading Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian, and this was my work book. So this doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while, if I'm working at the reference desk at work and I don't have any other work to do and it's like a slow day, then I take an ebook out from Libby and I just read on my computer. And I would never read like a book that I'm like super interested in, because I could be interrupted at any moment if someone came to ask me a question or something. So like the few books I've read so far have all been really short and really like just easy, not mindless reads per se, but just like something that I could easily leave and then come back to and remember what's going on. And also something that I just like, I don't want to be super invested in because I don't, you know, I'm still working, you know. So I actually started this book in December of 2024. And then I've been very busy. I've had pretty much barely any time this year while I've been at the reference desk to read, because I've had a lot of other work to do. Buying books for the library takes up 95% of my time, but every once in a while I'll get like a quiet week or so where I don't have lists to go through and I don't have anything else going on. So I kind of slowly chipped away at it since December of last year. And I finally finished it on Monday when I was at work. I work till 9 on Mondays, so it's usually pretty dead and I didn't have much to do. So I just finished it, and I feel like I can't really give it like a fair review because I read it over the span of like 10 months, but I did enjoy it. I thought it was an enjoyable YA fantasy. I don't even know how to explain it. What is the main character's name? Theodosia, I think. And she's known as the Ash Princess because in her kingdom, she was basically the heir to the throne. Her mother was the queen. And then these people, I remember they're called the Calavaxians. I don't remember what they are called though, but they take over the kingdom. They kill her mother and they take over power. They keep her around and they call her the Ash Princess as a way to kind of like show her people that like she is under their control now. They don't answer to her anymore. So anytime like her people will try to like rise up or take power back, she's the one who will be punished. Kind of as a way to just be like, if you do something, then we will punish your queen, basically. And then she meets some people who are like, we're gonna fight back and will you help us? And she's like, okay. And then it kind of goes from there. So I liked it. I think I gave it 3.25. It was fine. It's not like an amazing book, but I am intrigued enough actually to continue. I kind of want to see where it's gonna go. And there was definitely like, I definitely enjoyed it more than I didn't enjoy it. Like there wasn't really anything I didn't like about it. I guess it was like, I think if I wasn't reading it at work and I was just reading it like in my own free time, maybe I would find it boring, but it gave me something to do at work. So I don't know. I guess that's my review for it. And then I still had time on my shift on Monday after I had finished Ash Princess. So I was like, okay, I'll just find another book to read. And I I started reading Several People Are Typing by Calvin. Ooh, I forget his last name, but I'll have the cover on the screen. And this is a book that follows this man named Gerald, and he works like I honestly don't really understand what his job is, but I know it's like an office job that has something to do with clients. Honestly, it's not really clear, but I don't think that's really the point of the book. But the whole book is told through Slack conversations between him and his coworkers. So you're kind of in like the different servers in this Slack server, the different channels in the Slack server. And the beginning of the book, Gerald is like, hey, somehow I am in Slack. Like his consciousness gets uploaded to Slack. And so he is trapped in Slack. he can't get out, and like all his coworkers are like, haha, Gerald, like you just want to work from home, we get it. And then one of his coworkers goes to check on him at his house and he's like, oh, you actually are in Slack. So the fact that it was told like solely in Slack messages, I was like, hey, this will be easy to read, I could probably get through it quickly, and like seems like an easy book to read, you know, if I get interrupted, it's okay. Well, I ended up reading half the book Monday night. If I had started it earlier, then I would have easily read it in one sitting. But for the first time ever, I was sad to leave work at 9 p.m. because I wanted to keep reading this book. It hooked me right away. I just wanted to know what was going to happen to this guy who was trapped in Slack. And I don't know how to express, but the writing was so good because there are maybe like 6 or 7 different characters. They each have such a distinct voice. Like even if the names didn't appear above each message, I think I would be able to tell who was who. It was just so interesting, and such a interesting look at like capitalism and how seriously we value productivity in our society. Gerald is trapped in Slack, but he's doing some of the best work he's ever done because literally the only thing he has to do is work because he's in Slack. And so his boss is like, wow, I've never seen you be so productive before. So in order to be like the optimal worker, you basically have to work like 24/7. Like, I don't know. I really liked the commentary it was making on just capitalism and productivity, and also just a little bit on AI, and it was just so interesting. Like, I really liked it. So the next day I had Tuesday off, but I was like, I need to finish this book, so I just read the rest of it on my computer. I logged into my Libby and read the rest of the ebook. So now I need to find a new book to read at work, but I gave it 5 stars. I really loved it. It was so good. I don't know if I would recommend it to everyone because it's definitely weird. I don't know, but I just really liked it. It was also queer. Like, I just loved it. I thought it was great. I don't love the cover though. The cover kind of bothers me. Like, I get it. It makes sense for what the book is about, but like these colors are just a lot. So anyways, I loved that. So I finished 2 books this week. We haven't spoken about either of them at all in this vlog, and this week should be pretty fun because today is Wednesday, by the way, October 8th. This week should be pretty fun because this weekend I am doing a 24-hour readathon with my bestie. This will be our 3rd year doing it. We kind of started this tradition of doing a 24-hour readathon in October, so we're doing that this weekend, and this weekend is also Thanksgiving in Canada, so this is how my weekend is gonna go. Friday, club, another club, party bus, whatever the thing is. So Friday we're starting our readathon once she's done work because I have Friday and Saturday off. So once she's done work on Friday, we're gonna start a readathon. We're gonna go till Saturday. Then Saturday night, we're hosting Thanksgiving at my house. And so obviously she's gonna join us because she'll already be here for the readathon. And also she's like part of our family at this point. So we're gonna do Thanksgiving Saturday night. Sunday I do work, which is unfortunate because I will probably be very tired from the readathon and socializing Saturday night. But then Monday I have off work because it's Thanksgiving. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. That is what it will get me through Sunday. So yeah, so a very exciting weekend ahead. So I just have to get through work tomorrow, and it should be well, I don't want to jinx it, but it should be a pretty chill day tomorrow. So we'll see. So I just have to get through work tomorrow, and then we have a really fun weekend ahead of us. So I definitely want to finish this before we do our readathon because we're planning on, well, she will probably read like 9 books because she's a speed reader, but I will definitely read at least Mate. We're planning on buddy reading that for our readathon, made by Ellie Hazelwood, in case you're not aware. So I would like to finish this before Friday. I still have to go eat dinner, so I'm gonna go eat and probably watch something, I don't know. Hopefully read a bit of this tonight, and then work tomorrow, and there you go. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Beautiful. here. Hey! It's been a few days. Today is Monday the 13th. So I have a lot to catch you guys up on. I actually have some reading updates for once. Can you believe it? So I do recollect mentioning that I was doing a 24-hour readathon with my bestie this weekend. So we did do that. We started at Friday evening and went to Saturday evening. And then Saturday night was my family's Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving in Canada is in October, when it should be, because after Thanksgiving, because then once October is done, I can focus on Christmas. So yeah, and then yesterday I worked, and it was one of those days at work. I was supposed to have a chill day at work. I saw my schedule. I was like, great, I have a lot of time working in the back. Excellent. That is not how the day went. Someone had to leave early because they didn't feel well. I had to be on reference for most of the day, and it was Sunday, so it was pretty busy. I have like the people who think that the library is a daycare, and so they think I have to take care of their kids, and I'm like, they're not my responsibility, they're your responsibility. So anyways, it was one of those days, but anyways, it was fine. It ended up fine, but it was just like a very tiring day, and I thought it was gonna be a chill day at work. Then that was done. Last night after work, I went to the Stardew Valley concert, the Symphony of Seasons, I think it was called, and that was really fun. I went with my bestie, the same one who I did the readathon with. We were just together all weekend, and that was really fun. It was so cute. I mean, obviously the music, if you don't know what it is like an orchestra playing the music. Hello, do you want to come say hi? Okay, sorry, Laza was barking. As he always is. So yeah, we went to the Stardew Valley concert. It was an orchestra playing the music. They had like little clips from the game on the screen playing, as well as like little cute animated things that people did, which was really cute. So it was really nice. However, I think it was a mixture of I was so tired from work. I am getting my period soon. And also the screen at the concert was so bright. I cannot even express how bright this screen was. I think that is really what got me. So by the end of the show, I had a pretty bad headache, and I was like, okay, I just need to make it home and then I'll be okay. So we had to like take the metro back to where her car was parked, and she drove me home. And by the time we were at her car, I was like, I may throw up. I may throw up, and whatever, I was not gonna throw up in her car because she was nice enough to drive me and everything. And I think I just would have jumped out of the car at that point. Like, I would have been so ashamed of myself. So the whole way home, I was like, we're taking deep breaths. Taking deep breaths. We can do this. And I made it all the way home. So proud of myself. Walked in the door. As soon as I walked in the door, went to the bathroom, threw up. But then I felt better. Like the headache ended up lasting until this morning, but I definitely felt better after, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna say it again, but yeah. So that's what's happened the past few days. So a lot of like life stuff. I've been very like social lately. This is not like me, but it has been nice, I guess. So I need to talk about how the readathon went. So I think I mentioned this in the first clip of this vlog, that our main plan for the readathon was to buddy read Bride. So this is what I started with because I still hadn't finished Juniper and Thorn yet, but I felt like I just needed something different, and I had a feeling this would be very quick to read, and it was. So if you don't know, this is the sequel, I guess, the companion to Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Did I call this Bride just before? Or did I? Anyways, this is Mate. I don't know. This follows Misery from the first book. It follows her friend and another werewolf. And this was so good. Like, every time, Ali Hazelwood just does not miss. Her writing is so good. She gets me to care about the characters so quickly, and her writing is just so funny. She is so funny. I love her so much. I still have so many of her books to read, which I'm very excited about, but also I'm like, but when I read them, I won't be able to read them again, you know? So yeah, but it's fine. I need to like get over that and pick up some of her books. But yes, so I read this. We both started this at the beginning of the readathon. And then I think that first night I got to page, oh yeah, I got to page exactly 300, which like, I cannot even tell you the last time I read 300 pages in a day. I mean, I guess when I went to the cottage earlier this summer, I guess I did do that, but like 300 pages in a few hours, that's crazy for me. I don't read that fast. I mean, it definitely helped that it was, you know, a romance, a silly, goofy romance. Allie Hazelwood, her writing is very quick to read. So, but still, I was very proud of myself. And then the next day we went for brunch, and then we got some coffee, and we went to the lake and sat and read in her car. And that's when I finished the book. So this was great. I loved this. I don't know if I liked it more than Bride. I think I do. I think I do. I just love Cohen, but I also love Lowe. But I love Cohen. You know, this was just so much fun. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. It's a werewolf romance, like, yeah, and I ate it up. So had me kicking my feet. I just had so much fun with this. So I gave it a 4.5, not quite a 5-star, but I still loved it. And like, as soon as I was done, I was like, I miss them. I think I liked them as a couple more than Lowe and Misery. Do I even need to explain what this is about? It's about a werewolf. And, well, that spoils the first book. Yeah, I don't want to say too much. The first book is about a romance between a vampire and a werewolf. This is between a werewolf and someone else. But that would be a spoiler for the first book. There's really not that much to explain about the series. I feel like you kind of know what you're gonna get, you know? Anyways, whatever. I loved this. I read it so fast and it was great. It was just great. It was also great to like, when we were going to bed Friday night, I was like, I had barely checked my phone while we were reading, and I was like, I don't even feel like checking my phone right now. And it felt so nice to just disconnect from Instagram and everything, and not that I don't care. Obviously, I will always care about what's going on in the world, but like, just for a second, I need to just not know every single thing that's happening in the world at every single second of the day. You know what I mean? So I definitely needed that because the past few weeks I've just been like doom scrolling so much, and it has not been good for me. So this was very nice. So I finished this Saturday morning, and then we had a few hours left of the readathon. So I decided I would use that time to finally finish Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reid. So I had, I think, 100 and I want to say 20 pages left of this, or 130 pages. And I ended up finishing it with a minute to spare before the readathon ended. I was very proud of myself. And I don't like have anything new to say about this book. Everything I've said so far just kind of remained to be true until the end of the book. Ava Reid's writing is what will always, oh, hello. You coming back? Ava Reid's writing will always be amazing. I love their writing so much. The atmosphere, this was very atmospheric and a great read for the fall time. Hello. Hi. The story just didn't hook me as much as some of Ava Reid's other books. I found it a little bit repetitive, and there wasn't like that much going for it, but I do think she explored the themes of this book very well. There is a lot about our main character, Marlon Chen. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but she's lived a hard life. Her mother died when she was young. Her father is not a good person. He was cursed, and it made him into a horrible person. He does not treat his daughters well. Her sisters don't treat her very well. So she finally finds someone who is nice to her, and she can't really believe it. And then, of course, everything around her is trying to just not let that happen. And there is a lot in this book. Definitely trigger warnings for sexual assault, trigger warnings for implied incest. That was very uncomfortable. And obviously it is a horror novel, so like there's definitely gore and, you know, some violent things happening. There was definitely like a reveal at the end that I was not expecting at all, which I don't know if it was like obvious to everyone else who's read this book, but I was not expecting it at all. So that was definitely very interesting. This was a very interesting book, but it's definitely the type of book that I'm like, I'm glad I read it, but I probably won't think about it again. So I did like it though. like overall I liked it, and I gave it a 3.5 because I mean the shining star of this book was the writing. Avery Reed's writing is just so atmospheric, so lyrical. I love their writing so much. I want to read everything they write. So yeah, finally finished this, and this has been on my TBR. I think I bought it in 2023, so 2 years. So I'm happy to finally get this off the TBR, and the fall was the perfect time to read it. So those were the books I read for the readathon, and then yesterday I read the first 7 pages of my next book, which is going to be Calabasas by R.F. Kuang. All I know about this book is it is about these 2 academic rivals who travel to hell to rescue their mentor. So it is kind of like, I don't know if you would say a retelling, but it's inspired by Dante's Inferno, you know? And I only read 7 pages yesterday because I had a very busy day and I wanted to keep my streak on Fable. You know how it is. So yeah, this is a very heavy book. Like, first of all, these sprayed edges, can you see? Very beautiful. And the book is just very heavy. Like, it's a 500, how many pages is it? Like 550, I think. And I think it has something to do with the sprayed edges too that make it like hefty. But this will be my next read, and I'm gonna go because Laszlo won't stop barking, so I will talk to you guys later. So there you have it. The last thing I filmed was that clip of watching Good Will Hunting. I never finished that last vlog that I was filming. I think that was close to the end of October, but I did end up, just so you know, so you're not left hanging, I did end up finishing Calabasas eventually, and I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, that's the end of the vlog. I'm sorry it was so messy and chaotic, but I hope it was still enjoyable. I tried to make it as cozy as possible, and I also feel like I need to apologize just for this year in general. I feel like I've been a bad booktuber. I have not been consistent at all. I'm still feeling like I'm going through an adjustment period by trying to balance working and doing booktube, and booktube is not something I'm willing to give up yet. I still love it. It still means a lot to me, and if that means I'm doing less videos, then it means I'm doing less videos. But I do apologize for how inconsistent videos have been, and I also feel like the quality of my videos have not been very good this year, so I am sorry about that. I think I have finally accepted that I'm never gonna go back to the schedule I used to post when, especially like I started my channel in 2020 when I had a lot of time and I was posting like a few times a week. and that's just not possible anymore, and that's okay. I just need to accept that. So I think I've finally kind of just accepted that there's gonna be less videos, but I want to spend more time on making them good instead of trying to release them faster. So hopefully my videos going forward will be a little better. I do have some plans. I am working on a Goodreads Choice Awards video. I do have a lot of like end of year, beginning of year content that I'm hoping to do. I'm also hoping on bringing back my prompt jar, which I haven't used since October 2024. If anyone has any ideas for new prompts, I can add to the prompt jar. I'm also thinking of getting a new jar because I feel like the TARDIS just doesn't represent me. I haven't watched Doctor Who in so long. But it is a very like good size jar. But anyways, that's all stuff I'm thinking about. So thank you. If you watched this whole vlog, what should we leave? Leave a pumpkin emoji because we went to the pumpkin patch. Pretty basic, but whatever. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon with another video soon, hopefully. Bye.